All right, good morning, everybody. I'm just gonna go over how I get up in the morning and take a look at the harmonic scanner and look for potential trade setup. I do have my music that I play to get me in my zone for trading, so I'm not trying to offend anyone, but I do listen to a little bit of hood rap. um, so we're just gonna go ahead and check the chart. This one is popping up GBP, NZD. It looks like there's some consolidation right here. So what do I mean by consolidation? Let me draw it out for you. Hold on. I'm actually going to go check that. Again, like I said, on training Saturday, I do not commingle accounts. I don't know why. Because this isn't my main computer. My main computer is down right now, so this is not one that I use all the time. So these are some old demo accounts on here, but I'm gonna still go ahead and pull it up. GBP NVD is what came up. Put my template on here. This said I did let it out the way shit. Okay, this is not the template that I want. But that was on a 15-minute chart. So it was calling for a buy, but remember I said there's some consolidation. So this is the consolidation I'm talking about on GN right now. It's not breaking this zone. Let's make that a different one. Well, I guess it could be blue because we're looking for the buy. But I'll make it just a little bit lighter. And this one can be that color. Alright. So this is just stuck in consolidation. So, I mean, what I would do is you can set pending orders. And when I say pending orders, you put a horizontal line at the top of the consolidation. And I'm making that blue because I know that's going to be a buy. Then you can set another one at the bottom. And I'm going to make that one red because I know that that will be a sale. So what I would do is set a pending order 10 pips above this level. So this level right here is 1.92110. I would set a buy stop for 1.92210. That's 10 pips above. Stop, Jada. And for the sale, I would set a pending order for 191,702 as my entry. Depending on the structure, that's how I would set my take profit. But looking at this on my MetaTrader 4, it's just still stuck in consolidation. This is not what my template is supposed to look like. Hold on, I'm gonna rebuild my template because I don't know why it looks like this. So to build a template, you can pull up any chart, right click on it, click properties. Excuse me, y'all. My allergies are acting up. Just 1 second. Oh. Hey, Gigi. All right, I didn't want to blow my nose in you guys' ears. So I'm gonna set my chart up because again, I'm on another computer. This isn't the one I normally use. Bear with me. Nine, nine. Oh, hold on. Grid. Get rid of that grid. You just right click again and click grid. So what do I have on my chart? Trend. I have a parabolic support and resistance. Go. Data. That's the casket. Follow support and resistance. This line. Zebra. Hakanashi candles. So I can see my trend. Take this line, like that line. I think this is all I need. Oh, my time. Hold on. Okay, I'll put it in the top right corner. Okay, here we go. This is what my chart is about. Oh, my 50 moving average. Cardiac, kick back, kick the ring, kick back, this. Oh, check it down, back it up. Ooh, hey. 50 exponential and orange. All right, there we go. So that was on a 15-minute chart that we just found um, on the harmonic scanner. So yeah, this is a major level because look right here. It used to be the ceiling, then it became the floor. And it's retesting this floor, okay? It came down 1, 2, 3, 4 times. This is the fourth touch. On the fourth touch, there's going to be a breakout. But it's still kind of, it hasn't made up his mind yet. So it can break through and come back down, or it can go up. We just don't know yet. So for me, this trade is not ready. But it is one that I will keep on my radar. I will absolutely keep on my radar. So what I'll show you is a strategy that I utilize. And I'll show you how to put it on your, what is this called? Harmonic Scanner. So mine is already built. So I'm just going to go to load chart layout. Let me get rid of this stuff first. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to take this off. So this is how you will build it. It's called the prosperity strategy. First thing you want to do is change your candles to Hikanashi candles. Hikanashi candles show you the momentum. It shows you the momentum that the trade is going in. You want to begin to learn your candles, y'all. This is what you call a doji. It is an indecision candle. It has a wick at the top and it has a wick at the bottom. It doesn't know what it wants to do. Indecision is also known as consolidation. Remember I said I was going to box it up and I drew that box? That's all consolidation is. 1 second. Okay, that's all consolidation is. So the next thing I do is I go ahead and I add my moving averages. You want to click on indicators. And you can punch in moving. They're exponential. So moving average exponential. You want to hit that 2 times. Actually 3. Yeah, 3 times. Then you want to erase that and you want to put in parabolic. So, and when you punch in PAR, parabolic SAR is going to come up. Click that once. Take that out and then punch in stochastic. Now this is recorded, so you'll have the recording if you're not able to keep up. And then where it said you punch in STOCH and just click right there. So those are all the indicators that we need. We want to remove the RSI. So you can come here to the middle one for stochastic. Your entry is going to be 1433. The length is 14, smooth K3, smooth KD3. Style. I don't like that Heinz background, so I take it out. My K, I want my color smooth. My D, I want my color smooth. I also make my lines a little bit thicker. The upper limit, I make it red because I know I'm selling. And the lower limit, I make it blue or green because I know I'm going to be buying. I make my lines a little bit thicker just so I can see. It's already set as the default, but you can save as default and click OK. All right. So now you have your stochastics. Then for my moving averages, let's come to the first one, EMA. Click on the middle one where it says format. The 4 is, hold on, let me look at my phone, y'all. Ooh, I'm glad I took my profit on US 30 this morning. I hit my goal, but it drew back down to my entry. Yippity yippity yay. Um now the 4 is red. I make my lines a little bit thicker just so I can see nice and clear. Input 4. Source apply to HLC3. Um, I just like that. I learned it from Manny, and it works for me. Manny is a harmonic scanner educator. Your next moving average is 10. This one is blue. I keep mine at HLC3. Style, blue, and make it solid. And I like my lines thicker. Again, it's already at save as default, but it's just a habit for me to click that. And then your third one is your 50 moving average. Y'all, the 50 moving average will save your life. It's orange, make it a little bit thicker. Input 50, apply to close. It's a universal support resistance line, y'all. And it will save you a lot of headaches. Like, for example, on the US 30 trade that I took at about 4:30 this morning, it was a buy, but it was right at the let me log on so I can show y'all better than I can tell you. Put on the name, look at Hold on, I'm signing in for myself. Oh yeah. Sorry. Okay, let me stop sharing my screen on here so I can share on here. Share. Okay, so what I mean by the 50 moving average is like a universal support resistance. So let me do this. So that yellow vertical line that I just drew, that's the candle I entered the trade on. That yellow horizontal line is the entry price.
All right, guys. Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on with Zoom, but it dropped me off, but I'm back. So let me go ahead and share my screen. But I like to be on the computer too, so I can see the screen for myself. So let me try to log back in. Okay, so I'm gonna let it try and log back in on my computer, but there it is right there. Okay. So when I woke up at 5:45, that's the last place I left off at. When I woke up at 5:45, it was on this candle here, but this candle wasn't red. It was still green because it was a strong buy candle. But I had already met my daily goal. So I said I'm just going to manually close it out. But what I was explaining is the 50 moving average is a nice, solid support and resistance line. Okay? The only way, so I enter the buy at that yellow horizontal line. The only way price is going to bust through the 50 moving average and keep going and have strong momentum is if there is news. Okay, so as you can see, I got in on that yellow vertical line because that was at 4:30 in the morning, even though we're on the hour chart. And I saw that 50 moving average, and I told myself, there is no news at this time of the morning. It is going to respect that 50 moving average. It did not break through and close above it. Did it break through it? Yeah, it broke through it, but it didn't close above it. So I manually closed the trade out. What am I going to sit in it for? I didn't hit my daily goal. I'm good. And I'm not going to lie. I was like, no, I'm going to let it ride. No. Why give the market back my pips? So I closed it out. But I drew that line so I could come, when I come back later and look and see, I can say, you know what? That's why you need to be disciplined. So that's why the 50 moving average is added on. I didn't mean to pause the recording. The strategy that I'm about to show you guys. So let me stop sharing on here. Stop. Go back to that. Click there. Down to 1 minute. That's still valid. So this, it's hard for me to explain what I'm trying to say, but that's a good question. But I don't want to say that the auto support resistance is delayed. Okay, here's the perfect example.
Hold on,
you
y'all.
See where my mind is right now? Above that, you can't see anything else.
Oh, that was my YouTube playing. I'm like, wait a minute, what now? Okay, let me share my screen again. Share. Let's go back to the Harmonic Scanner because it did boot me off. Oh, no, it didn't. Here's my Harmonic Scanner right here. Oh, well, it did boot me off. What's going on? Everything's acting crazy this morning. Get it together. Technology. There we go. Oh my God, it deleted. The harmonic scanner does that sometimes, y'all. It'll delete your strategies. And I had all my stuff loaded up in that joint. So let's go back to GBP and ZD because that's what we were looking at. And I'll just rebuild it real quick. And this is the consolidation that we saw on the 15 minutes. Give me 1 second to rebuild it. So Hikanashi candles, indicators. 1, 2, 3. Parabolic support and resistance and stochastic. Remove the RSI. Excuse me. 14.3. Remove high, upper red, make it thicker, lower blue, make it thicker. Make it thicker. And guys, you'll get so used to your strategy, you'll be able to fly through and put the parameters on also. I want that. This color thicker. Hold on, y'all. I gotta blow my nose again. All right, sorry about that. Moving average. I make this for my 50. Make this one. And the last one is red. And this is a 4. Okay, now to save any strategy that you're going to use on the harmonic scanner, okay, they are Hakinashi. You come over here to the cloud, the one to the farthest right underneath log out. You click it, name it, prosperity, and hit save. So now, anytime you pull up the harmonic scanner, you can load it. Okay. So GN, that's what we're looking at. I like to look at the 1 hour time frame, to be quite honest. So if it's doing this on the 1 hour, let's drop down to the 15 minute and see what it's doing. Always keep in mind, if you're doing the 1 hour, 4 hour, or daily, it's going to make its move on the smaller time frame first. And here, let me show you something real quick. Remember I said the 50 moving average is a solid, good area of support and resistance. Look, here's the 50 moving average right here. The harmonic scanner is saying the entry point is possibly right here, but it's having trouble at this 50 moving average right now. So what you want to keep in mind is that this can go into a buy in this zone right here. It might not come all the way down here for the entry. Okay? And this is just proving what I was telling you. The 50 moving average is powerful. Now, I am not saying it will not go through there. I'm not saying that at all. But what I am saying is that it's having some trouble. All right? And that's on the 1 hour. So let's drop down to the 15-minute and see what it's doing. What is that? GBP. Hold on, I need to save this template. G-check. And if you guys have questions, no, that was GBP CAD. If you have questions, ask them. Yep, see? And this is on the 1 hour. So let's drop down to the 15 minutes and see what it's doing. It's already buying on the 15 minute. Look, it's already buying. Remember I said whatever it is going to happen on a smaller time frame first. So it can come to this 50 moving average and bounce right back down. So I'm going to draw a yellow line here. How many pips is this? It's 10 pips away. And look, it's a zone as well, because it served as the floor over here. I saw the question. I don't want you to think that I didn't. I'm going to get to it in 1 second. It served as a ceiling right here, but it's serving as a floor zone right here. Remember, support and resistance is the key area where price serves two purposes, the floor and the ceiling. It served as support and resistance. So, let me get to the question. How can I get a copy of the recording? I'll send it to you. But, like, what's your real name? So this could, I mean, we have the potential to get 10 pips out of this, because it can come back up to this 50 moving average right here. I am committing to learning how to place trades on my phone. So I did enter a buy on GBP CAD, and I'm only going to look to take it up to this 50 moving average right here. This is a demo account. This isn't my real account. Because it is showing on a 1 hour time frame a turnaround. But remember, the harmonic scanner calls for pullbacks and reversal. So what is a pullback? A pullback is it's beginning to make its way down into a sell, right? A pullback is just, it got a little bit exhausted. It was moving too fast. It needed a break to breathe. That is a pullback. So if it's selling, it will pull back to test the zone that it just broke and continue selling. I'm not saying that that's when I left off my pip counter. I'm not, saying that that's what it's going to do. I'm explaining what a pullback is. Where is my pip counter? There's one over. Hold on, y'all. I gotta blow my nose. Jesus. Okay, so I'll send the recording to you in the group. So on a 15-minute time frame, let's see here. I'm gonna set a take profit at and put it a couple bits below. So 63019. 63019. I mean 62. 1.62. No, 63. 1.63. I'm gonna put 009. Modify. So now I have my take profit set. You hover on it right there. That's what, 12 pips. Now is I'm not gonna make $1.20 because GBP CAD does not pay in full. What do I mean by that? So I'm telling the market for every pip it goes to give me 10 cents, but GBP CAD does not do that. I normally only trade pairs that pay in full, but this is just to kind of teach you guys the strategy. So let's get back to it. This is for some reason not pulling a 15-minute time frame, but that's okay. Who cares? Here, GCAT came up on the 15-minute time frame. Finally. So look, this is how my strategy works. The first thing I'm looking for is my stochastic because the stochastic shows you the momentum. What is the trade going into? So it was at or below the 20, right? And both of the lines are coming up. The blue line is on top, the red line is on the bottom. That matters. That matters. Okay. So I see the harmonic scanner is calling for a buy. Okay, boom. I have my first indication checked off. My second indication, I'm looking at the 4, which is the red, and the 10, which is the blue. Did they twist one another? They have touched, okay? The third thing I'm looking for is if it's a buy, is it a flat bottom Heikin-Ashi candle? Yes, it is a flat bottom Heikin-Ashi candle, okay? And the last thing I'm looking for is my parabolic support and resistance. You can just call it the dot if you so choose. Do I have my dot? Yes, I do. Now, the harmonic scanner is saying it can potentially come all the way up to 1.63131 for a take profit. I love and appreciate the harmonic scanner, but I'm at my 50 moving average because I know that is a kind of, hold on, I want to make that blue because it's in a buy, my take profit. I know that price could come here and stall. I know that from training, from listening to Dr. Spiller, from listening to Lasaldo, who is a Gold Cup educator. So I'm only going to take it to the 50 moving average. God bless America if it goes past that. But for me in my house, we mess around with the 50 moving average, honey. So that's why when we were on here, I changed it. Okay, it's 6 pips in profit. Now it could blow past that. I don't know. I don't care. They ain't none of my business. I'm looking for 10 pips a day. Well, now where my take profit is gonna give me 12 pips. But guess what? I'm still not gonna meet my daily goal because this pair does not pay in full. So you want to learn about twin trading. You don't know what twin trading is? Go to IML Academy. Christopher Dare teaches on twin trading. Okay. So now let's get back to the strategy to help you out on the harmonic scanner. The first thing I did, I looked at my stochastic. I'm looking for the twisting of my stochastic lines. If it's calling for a buy, see it's struggling right here. It can't push past that for right now. It might, but it's struggling a little bit. So what I'm going to do, I'll wait for the next candle to come out. But I automatically saw it was struggling because this candle that just came out did not supersede the previous candle. And what do I mean by supersede? It didn't push past it. And that's at the TP1. What the harmonic scanner called for the take profit one. Remember, the take profits are nothing but levels of support and resistance. That's all they are. Levels of support and resistance. So again, for the strategy, we're looking to see, did the stochastic twist? Is the blue line on top and the red line on bottom with them going in the same direction? Yes, it is. Did my moving averages twist? They're touching here. Okay. Do I have a flat bottom Heikinai candle? Yes, I do, for buy. Did my parabolic support resistance, which is the dot, is it underneath the candles for a buy? Yes, it is. So I can enter this trade. The one thing that I teach everybody who already knows this, no twist, no trade. Okay? Now, the reason I entered it on here is because I have this indicator, this signal line that was already green. Okay? So that's why I chose to get into it. Now, I do teach when you're looking at the harmonic scanner, no twist, no trade, because this thing could turn right back around. It absolutely could. But that's why I have the GG bar, because it's showing me when I entered it on a 1 minute, 5 minute, and 15 minute, it was in a buy. They were all three green. And remember, I dropped down to the 15-minute time frame. On the daily, it's still in a buy. It's consolidated. Yellow is consolidated on the 30-minute, 1 hour, and the 4 hour. But if you remember, when the chart first pulled up and we first saw this, I told you that there was a what? There was a doji candle. A doji has a wick at the top and the bottom. I told you that's indecision and consolidation. So it's following everything that we discussed before we even analyzed the chart. But I use this stuff as confirmation. This is telling me there's indecision on the 30-minute, 1 hour, and 4 hour. We pulled it up on a 1 hour time frame. That because I learned my candle patterns, it showed me that. So when this gets 15 minutes. So what I'll more than likely do, I'm just going to close this trade out at 5 pips. When it gets to 5 pips, I'll close. simply because it's going back and forth too much for my liking. Thank you, market, for the 5 pips. It could keep going. I don't know, but I'm not about to sit here and wait. But had I been twin trading, I would have had my 10 pips. I wouldn't have had my money because, again, this pair does not pay in full. So I'm not saying it's not going to come here and meet that, but I'd rather have something than nothing. And it's the candles. Again, this candle right here is not superseding the previous candle. So it's having a little bit of a struggle. 1 second. All right. So let's go look at another pair. I don't mess around with A's and entity, Lord Jesus. Oops, I don't want to do that. But I'll show you visually the strategy on this here, because this was a good setup. This was a really good setup. So let's lay a vertical line where price was calling for the trade to make its move. I'm gonna make it yellow, yellow, yellow. No, I'm not. That's too light. We're gonna make it blue. This is calling for a buy. Make this one a blue. So let's say we saw the scanner right here where it was calling at the D. Okay. So the first thing you would have been looking for is your stochastic, because again, the stochastic shows you momentum. You had a twisting of the stochastic still pointing down. You would not have gotten in this trade just because price was at the D and the harmonic scanner said buy. No, no, no. I used to do that when I first got started. Oh man, price is where the harmonic scanner said to enter. Let me go ahead and get in. You gonna go ahead and get your feelings hurt real quick. Don't do that. So my stochastic was pointing down. I already know that this trade is not ready. You're gonna have to wait a few candles. Okay? So where did it finally begin to point up? 1, 2, 3. So 45 minutes later, because we're in a 15-minute time frame. Okay? So my moving average, not my moving averages, I'm sorry, my stochastic began to twist on the way up, showing me momentum was in there for a buy, right? Then I had my flat bottom Hikanashi candle. I had my parabolic support and resistance at the bottom, but my moving averages didn't twist. Now, you might not always be at your computer to see this TSR signal line, right? You might not always be there to see that. So that's why I give the moving, the 2 moving averages on here and say no twist, no trade. Okay? So you would have gotten in this trade right here on this candle based upon the strategy. And it did come to this 50 moving average. It pulled back, but then it kept going. Right? Remember I said when it gets to the 50 moving average, it's going to show some hesitation. It kept going, pulled back, and then continued into a buy. So this was, we would have gotten in here, 66 pips. Who's mad at 66 pips with a strategy to follow to get you into this trade? I know I'm not at all. at all. And then you got in here, and it went up 21 pips and pulled back on you, but you were still 8 pips in profit. It never came back to the entry. The pullback never brought it back to the entry. Ever, 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 ever. And don't be afraid of pullbacks, y'all. Go away. Don't be afraid of pullbacks. Do not, do not, do not. However, I'm going to be very honest. I would have gotten out. Because first of all, it went to the take profit one. I'm looking for 10 pips a day to compound my account. 10 pips. Learn how to twin trade. You'll get those 10 pips quickly. But with this particular strategy here, I stay in a buy as long as my candles are above the blue line. I stay in a buy as long as my candles are above the blue line. I stay in a sell as long as my candles are below the red line. I stay in a sell as long as my candles are below the red line. That is important because on this pullback, I would have gotten out if I would have stayed in past these 20 pips. You know, if you would have wrote it to take profit one and like, oh, maybe to go to TP2, I would have gotten out. But remember, the pullback had me 8 pips in profit. Pullback never went to my entry and just knocked all my profit totally out. But look, you would have gotten a second entry on this right here. Because when I begin to see my parabolic support and resistance flip on me, this is telling me this is a pullback or a reversal. Now on this one, again, it was just a pullback. But you don't know 100% if it's a pullback or a reversal until you become seasoned with this. So I would have got out. But look, you had another perfect entry. All the Heikinai candles were flat bottoms and above that blue line for the buy. So I believe I have a video on the strategy, but this is what I want you guys to focus on. With the Harmonic Scanner, there are a ton of strategies. You got to find what works best for you. I know Kendra has been using the prosperity strategy for the Harmonic Scanner. She's been having some success trading Bitcoin. I don't know if she uses that, but she started learning structure, which support and resistance. And she hasn't even been studying this skill set for 60 days, y'all, and is having some amazing results in her demo account. And that's where y'all got to start at, your demo account. Don't be so eager to go live. Like, why would you want to gamble with your money? Don't do that. This skill allows you to be in the market with monopoly money. So do that. Don't use your real money. Practice, 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 practice. Well, it almost went up there, but I wasn't about to be playing with it. And again, I'm not saying that it's going to come here and turn around, but I'd rather get some profits than no profit. Okay? So we'll go ahead and look at one more pair. GN was consolidating the last time we looked at it. Yep, and it's still consolidating. It doesn't know what it wants to do just yet. So I'm not messing around with it. Oops. Coming up on here. Same thing. I don't know why I clicked it. So U.S. pairs, the New York session is about to open, y'all. This is a long one. Yeah, GCAD is still showing up for that possible reversal. Yeah. Now this candle did supersede it. It would have hit my take profit too from that wick. Ooh, excuse me. It would have hit my I think it would have because we put it a little bit below. It was at what 600? I mean 300. Yeah, it would have hit it for those 12 cents. But again, I did not want to play around with it. I don't play around in the market, and with twin trading, I would have been done anyway. So that is how I pull up trades on the Harmonic Scanner and look for opportunities. Now look, oh, this is still when we were in GBP CAD. That's what we're looking at on there. So tomorrow I'm going to go a little bit more in depth with setting pending orders. 1 second, yeah. Excuse me. I'm going to go a little bit more in depth on setting pending orders through consolidation. When you see consolidation, like we saw, and I believe it was GBP NZD. I can't remember which one it was we saw the consolidation on. Was it this one? I can't remember. But yeah, I will. The recording takes a minute to upload, so I'll make sure that you get that, Taurus, and I'll send it to you via Telegram. And I have another recording that goes over the strategy that's a little bit more concise and clear, and I'll try to find that for you. You're welcome. All right, so I'm out of here. I got to take a 2-hour nap before I get up and trade at 9 a.m. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning.